and now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson uncorks one for Davis. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 89 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. If they want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
1st and 10, Eason.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. He's got his man in stride. Complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3rd and 4.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's the reason he ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's He's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Colts' 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. This time Jackson will throw it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Titans 14, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
From the gun is Eason.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason. This is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
First and 10, Taylor now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The ball carrier. Rashaan Evans on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Colts nothing.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. Got his man, it's Caldwell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Titans 14, Colts 7. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Jackson Flush to his right. It's complete. Henry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Jackson will throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Hooked by Tarvarius Moore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Eason sets to throw it. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the Titans' 44-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. Catch made, it's Moreau. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Down and 1.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Derrick Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tardarius Moore, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now Eason. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Eason. Almost tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And for Corey Davis.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Eason to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this run upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down. Here's Eason. McKinnon here. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. Third down here. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Johnson on the return. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty good return, all things considered, but
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Taylor. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, and the big fullback instead he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Eason on the option. He pitches it out. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Eason on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And what a return as he brings us all the way back down to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
First and 10, it's Jackson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Marlon Davidson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. To the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To the air on 2nd down. Eason, he's going to let it go again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And that is incomplete here. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Tennessee.
Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, here's Henry. We'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. Hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And now here's another interception. Christian Fulton. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Two yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Continuing to fight for more. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson now. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. They'll run forward Henry. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Eason eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in by Demir Byrd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 31 yards there to 1st down.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset, and they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
This is out quickly to the right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 3 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll look to throw. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
Throwing now is Jackson. And it's complete. Hooper. And out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
To throw is Jackson. Off play action. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Today's final score, Colts.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Indianapolis, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.